already. Hey guys, welcome to the convo. It's your boy Chef Kirk with your boy Jeezy the Builder. I always gotta say your
Yo,
name like that. Jeezy the Builder. I like that. I think that's gonna be the intro from now on. Jeezy the Builder.
the
Anyway,
little air horn.
anyway. Yeah, that and I mean we're gonna DJ that bad boy up. So today on the convo, as you can see, the show the topic is when it rain, it pours. But on the brighter side,
We have football.
woo!
We have football. I'm not gonna lie. Football saved me this week. It
Oh
actually
man.
it pretty much saved me for the last month. This just sitting on the couch. I had tequila and orange juice. Sat on my couch, on the lazy boy couch. Sat back, lay back, and just watched. It was a good game. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
crazy blowout game, but both teams scored. It was fun to watch. Just watching, and it's like two Kansas City Chiefs and the Texans. Just watching them play, and these are like exciting games. These are not boring games, and
Oh
just
wow. Okay.
watching them play. It made the big deal.
I got a confession. I did not watch the NFL game this Thursday. I was watching Cobra Kai. I'm going to be honest with you. I got
Cobra
caught up
Kai.
on Netflix, and I was like, okay, I'm going to watch the game in a minute. But then I started watching Cobra Kai. Daniel said, man, I started watching. Like, come on, man. I was like, anyways, yeah. So I didn't get to watch the game, but I heard it was a great intro. You know what I mean? I definitely heard it was definitely a powerful intro, and it was a powerful game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the only thing I didn't like is that the Kansas City Chiefs, because the Kansas City Chiefs fans there booed, and they booed when when the two teams did this unity. It's for Black Lives Matter, and they was doing something for it. This week you're gonna see every game there's gonna be something related to all the craziness that's going on, and Kansas City Chiefs and Texans decided to lock in chains. Right, there was no flag or anything out there. There's their thing of unity, like, hey, we're all one here and stuff like that. The Kansas City Chiefs booed. Now,
and
like the fans
personally,
booed.
I would not play the
disgusting.
game. I would have not played at that moment. That moment I'd have probably been like, you don't deserve to watch me at my best, because we're the best of the best, right? On this field. You know what I mean? Out of millions of people, you're watching the best that there is on the field at this present moment in this present time. And
you're literally watching the Super Bowl team, the Super Bowl winner.
Exactly. The Super Bowl winner. So, and for you to boo, I think I find that massively disrespectful, because that means you don't respect these players for being a human. You only see these players, these people, as just these things, these toys that we get to play with for a couple months, and then we put them down, and then we pick up the other toy. You know what I mean? That's how I took that. So I think there may be a good reason why I didn't watch it, because if I'd have watched it inside, I probably would turn off the TV at that present time. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, because for you to boo these players to show unity, because they're saying Black lives matter. That's what they're saying.
Right.
And for you to think that you could just boo and come to the game and watch, then by no means we need your money at this present moment. Right. That game, I would have personally walked out the locker. But again, I guess that's why I'm not playing, right?
Right.
That's why I'm running NFL, right?
And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if those players, when they boo. See, I think it's kind of hard too, because maybe the players didn't really hear all the boos, but on TV, you can clearly hear the boos.
Yeah,
right.
The cameras are right there in the stands. You know what I mean? Cameras
they are.
and
you got to understand
West,
too. It's not a full stadium either.
You walk right into it. We're live right now.
So
yeah, no respect for the podcast. I tell you what.
No respect.
No respect for the podcast.
I had to lock the door.
Yeah,
I know, right? But the stadium itself, right, was no other stadium was going to be packed in the beginning at least. So the Kansas City Chiefs did allow fans. They even allowed the tailgate, but they only allowed, I think, 18,000 people in there. Kansas City Stadium is known to be loud. one of the loudest stadiums between them and the Seattle Seahawks. There are two loudest stadiums. It's part of the way the stadiums are shaped. Like they're bold. They're made to be loud. I'm guessing the players heard it, but truth be told, I'm in there. We're doing this unity thing, and you see this. You hear the boos. How loud we heard it on TV. You know, it would have been. I probably would have I don't feel like playing anymore.
I wouldn't.
I can opt out for the season. Let me opt out for the season. Then
opt out for the season. I mean, because obviously you don't respect. You don't care for human life. You don't care for human life. You know what I mean, you're telling me that you want me to go out here, go put my body on the line, and it's okay for me to abuse my body for your entertainment. You know what I mean? And that's not cool. I understand why Dave Chappelle. I know this is a sidebar, but I understand why Dave Chappelle left that $50 million back then, because he was like, I was listening to him the other day. He was like, you know what? The reason why I left is because I was doing a skit, and doing this skit, this one white person laughed at this joke it was an inappropriate racial joke, because that's what he did on the show. If you never watched Dave Chappelle, the Chappelle show before, go watch it. You need to go watch it, right? And it was a very highly racial joke he was making for a skit or whatever the case may be, but it was supposed to be educational. But this person just laughed a way that made him feel uncomfortable. And he was like, this is not what I want to do. This is not how I want to get my fame. So he decided to walk away from $50 million. Now, I understand $50 million is a lot of money. You know what I mean?
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And now these players
for one person.
Walking away for one person. And so these players are walking away from $2-3 million. And I mean, it's a lot hard of times money. Or whatever the case may be. And it's a lot of money. But at the same time,
and as an NFL player, you only have one chance. So even some of these players who did opt out, some of the players who did opt out for the season, some of them we might not ever see again. There's players in the Patriots, these are Super Bowl contending Patriots, but some of these players opt out because they know they're getting paid and they're getting paid something, right? And they probably decided, you know what, this is a good year for me to take the year off to really think, should I even come back next season?
Next season. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, now you have these other players who getting a chance to prove themselves, and if they prove themselves, they can definitely take your job and make it a lot harder.
Exactly. And now you're out of a job, and that's the thing about it. So it's kind of like I know the ups and downs in what this is. You know what I mean? So if you sit here and we're like, okay, if we strike or if we fight against it, then it's going to be what the alternative is going to be, right? The alternative is going to be that we're going to be in a situation where my job is no longer there at the end of the day. But as a person, as a human being, if we go through all this madness and you are not respecting, what we're trying to do here, my life doesn't matter then. That's what you're telling me when you start booing. Because we're not yelling at you or saying, oh, white people not matter, black people, police officers don't matter. No one is saying that. All we're saying is that our lives matter. And for them to do that for this game that was awesome, from what Gene is saying. Now I need to hear play-by-play by you, Gene. Go ahead, Gene. Tell me about the play-by-play, because
I'm not gonna get a play-by-play. But it was just good, it was just good to kind of zone out and not think about anything else, right? Outside after getting past the boo and the ball got kicked off and you get to see the players play and show their incredible talents on the field. You kind of zoned out. I zoned out in this area. I had my youngest son with me. We kind of watched the game as he terrorized the house and stuff like that. But from time to time, I'd come back, sit on my lap, watch a little bit, and I don't know what the hell's going on here, and then go around and terrorize the house. But still, it's just it was fun watching that and be able to enjoy that, and then turn around and see and just zone out for a while. But I think the next real big game outside of the Dolphins playing this Sunday.
No one cares.
I'm looking forward to that game because Cam Newton's back and he's playing for the Patriots.
Playing for the Patriots.
Yeah, I want to see if we're gonna see the old Cam Newton or we're gonna see the Cam Newton that we've been seeing
of years.
Yeah,
the Cam Newton of years. I think that Belichick would get him to be the old Cam Newton, because Belichick has that way with any player.
Right. I'm not hoping to see the old Cam Newton, But I want to see the old Cam Newton. I just don't want to see him this week. I want to see
Not with my
next week.
not with your Dolphin.
Right.
I see. I hope he does show up.
I want to see him next week. I want to see like a little bit of Cam Newton here and there.
Yeah.
He still loses, but he's like, because they didn't have time to gel type of Cam Newton.
Yeah.
So let him gel with his teammates, and then you can go ahead and go crazy all you want. I want when you get to the Bills and Jets and stuff like that, you can go crazy.
Easy player, easy. I mean, even if he does bring it to the Jets, we still got something for that. You know what I mean? He's not Brady. Brady's over here in South Florida State. He retired. Brady retired when he comes down to South Florida, right?
South Florida.
That's his retirement. He's just here trying to give them young boys a little pointers, but he retired officially.
But the really truth be told, the next big game I'm kind of looking forward to is Monday night's game, I think it's Sunday night's game. It's Dallas. It's Dallas and the Rams. And they play in the Rams' new stadium, which is a beautiful stadium. I saw it on Hard Knocks. It's a beautiful that SoFi stadium.
Oh, they just finished it?
They just finished it, and they're gonna play there. And but the thing is that the Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones does not
support that Black Lives Matter crap, bro.
Does not.
I ain't got no time for
he
all
even
that,
said
bro.
he already said it. he like, no, my players gonna stand up for the flag. He's been spoken to. You can clearly tell people. He's still the owner, but people around him in the Dallas organization is like, hey, you gotta let the players do what they want to do, and stuff like that. And he still doesn't care. He'll go on his radio show and be like, hey, the players can do what they want to do, but they know what the boss wants. What are you trying to say there? What are you trying to say there? You're not gonna if all the players on the team gets on one knee during the flag, right? You're not gonna cut off your best players, but you might cut off the guys you might kick out the guys at the bottom, right? This is a proof of point. So it's one of those things. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do, if they do anything. A lot of other teams, including the Dolphins, are going to stay. They're not going to come out for the flag somewhere. They're going to stay in the locker room.
Oh, okay.
And the Dolphins did drop a video, and I heard it's a very powerful video in the aspects of saying that all this stuff that they're saying they're going to do, they never do type of deal. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't really want to go into it.
Yeah.
But as soon as I find it and see, I'll send it to you, of course, Kurt. I'll drop it in the show notes as well, so people can take a look.
We can pick it up from next week. We can talk about it if they come up next week.
About it. Right.
Yeah. So but see how somebody that joint.
Since we're talking about the Cowboys, let's get into the muck with Fox Sports, former ESPN Skip Bayless, and. If you guys don't know, Skip Bayless came out the mouth. He's known for his hot takes, but this wasn't a hot take. He should have. I'm thinking he should have touched on. They do these pre-shows, so they talk about what they're going to talk about. I'm thinking someone in that room in that pre-show should have said let's not talk about that. Let's skip. Yeah, skip. Let's either not talk about it or skip. That's not a good.
Don't have an opinion on it.
Just don't have an opinion on it.
No opinion on it.
Or at least not that opinion. Yeah. Because I guarantee you, they had these conversations before. Hey, Skip, maybe not. Or I forgot who's there with Skip, but hey, let's not go that route or something like that.
What's his name again? I forgot the name of that guy.
He slips my mind.
Yeah, football, the big guy. Yeah, him. He was there. He said his piece.
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon. Yeah, he said his piece, but he didn't. It's a sensitive topic. If anybody ain't watched it yet, it's a very sensitive topic. It's about depression, and it's about a player losing his brother or whatever the case may be, and losing anyone. I think losing anyone, and especially with Black people. I know Gino's gonna give us a detail with it about this stuff, but I just want to say, I think that in the Black community, we have always been told to shut up. Especially when it comes down to depression or anything. We always told to suck it up, man up, woman up, handle it, go about your business. Brush it off. You just got hit by a car. Drink some water, walk it off. It's never a moment where we get to really talk and say, okay, hey man, like what's wrong? What's up with you, Gene? What's good? You know what I mean? That moment, we never get that therapy moment where we can express our true feeling. We always have to bottle everything up while everyone else get to be free. You know what I mean? Get to be express themselves as free as they want, where we always have to be pinned down to be tough. You know what I mean? Everything has to be this tough shell. You know what I mean? From our black ladies to the black men to our children, we raise each other tough
Right.
because the society doesn't give us any break to be soft. You know what I mean? And I think that reflect um, Skip's conversation in what he stated, because he was able to, you know what I mean? He's a white man. He was able to, he knows he goes to therapy, do all this stuff. That's common talk in his house.
Yeah.
We don't talk about this stuff in our house. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Anyway.
And you hit straight on the point. That's basically what it is. So, just to give a background. So, Skip pretty much didn't sympathize with the Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott on pretty much his depression. What happened is Dak Prescott, the quarterback for Dallas Cowboys, brother had passed away back in April, and he passed away suicide. His brother committed suicide. So this back in April. Now you got to think about it. This is still around. This is around fresh. COVID. It's still fresh. This is COVID.
Yeah.
Dak battled with depression during that time period. Like you have COVID, your brother committed suicide, and all this other stuff that's happening in around this world with all the police killing and shootings and stuff like that. And it's getting amplified. It's a lot. That's a lot. And then you have to turn around and lead your team for a season of football where this stuff is not leaving that, because you have other leagues where they're postponing games after a guy got shot in the back 7 times, or you have this even in Hard Knocks, they showed this that after the guy got shot in the back and then the kid running down the street shooting people, I think he killed 3 people.
He killed 3 people. He killed 2, injured 1.
Killed 2, injured 1, and the police pretty much kind of encouraged it,
Yeah.
Like
we're glad that you're here. You know what I mean?
Right. We're glad you're here.
Man.
Like
that's messed up, man.
Like you see this and it's crazy. Like this affects football players. They're humans. And for Skip I understand what Skip was trying to say, but what Skip was actually truth be told, what Skip was trying to say was what we were told being raised as black men, right? Suck it up, toughen up.
Toughen up. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll get through it. Right. Don't need to talk about it. And,
and that's bullshit.
Not.
It
was I guarantee
bullshit, man.
Skip didn't have to do stuff like that. Right.
Of course not. I mean, if any of his family member die, he's able to take grievance. He's able to talk about it because he need that time to talk about it. He's able to, get counsel if you need counsel.
But it wasn't a stranger. It was his brother.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it's a random person. You know what I mean? That got killed. Or he knew it's a friend of a friend, or No, it's your brother. So how you expect me to just brush it off? You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like, come on. So I think the unfairness, and I think this is where a lot of white people, even though they don't understand that, they get that privilege, that pleasure of being able to just even talk about your problem. That's another form of white supremacy that even though it's not an oppression on the people, but it's a white supremacy, because you're able to please that side of yourself that we can't, and we are told not to, because if we do, then we get in trouble. You know what I mean? We get told to shut up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, look how many and I'm sorry that this conversation is leading towards this type of combo, but unfortunately, this is where the environment is, right? Until everyone wake up and realize that, we are all one. We're all human beings. I'm not a dog. You know what I mean? You treat your dog better than you treat someone that's a human. You know what I mean? Like, think about the mindset of you. You think about an animal better than you think about a person. You rather give this dog
thing, right?
You know what I mean? You gotta give your dog a piece of steak, or you rather clap for your dog and boo for people. Like that's the mind
Right.
frame. That's the mind frame that these guys are going to every day, and then your brother get killed, and then you're being told to shut up and suck it up. You know what I mean? By a dude who afford luxury of pleasure, who never had the opportunity to even play the game. I don't even know if he played the game really. So you never played the game, but you got this job that makes you great money for talking, analyzing a sport that you never had a chance of playing, or maybe you
Right.
did play. I don't know. I know I played when I was younger, and I got hit once, really good, and I was like, I could do anything in this world. I could be a doctor, lawyer, chief, and whatever.
I can
This
do
is not one of
anything
them.
else.
This ain't it. You know what I mean? So yeah. So for him, I don't know. I don't know his background, but I do know that he has the opportunity. If you're able to say it so freely, that means you already have the opportunity to speak. You're free. Your speech, your freedom, your moment of whatever. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, man, it's messed up.
It is
It's
truly
messed up, man.
truly messed up, and I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna go from here, and I'm just hoping that things just get better over time.
Yeah,
And
with the joint, I think so. I think that we have to go through these pains, right? No, sports got to be uncomfortable for people to watch, right? Yes, they got to sit down and they got to kneel every day. Every time they have a game, they got to bring it out. Like the NFL, NBA players, they got Black Lives Matter on their shirt. Everyone, you know what I mean?
right
So it has to be uncomfortable to those who are causing the chaos for change to happen, right?
now, there's something else to that, right? So,
Yeah.
like, I'm an avid sports fan, but I don't watch all sports, and I don't watch sports all the time because I do have other interests. The people, like, there's something that's been kind of repeating in my head over and over, and it's been repeating because I'm hearing this message over and over. You can, like, when the basketball players decided to protest and not play the game, right? Yes, that did, and it wasn't just basketball players. Basketball, baseball, hockey, basketball, baseball, hockey. The MLS didn't play. I believe there was a tennis player. I forgot her name. I think she.
Oh yeah, the Haitian Japanese player.
And she decided not to play. There was several. I think she forfeited because I don't think the U.S. Open
Yeah,
cared.
she forfeited. Yeah, she
Yeah,
forfeited.
she had to forfeit. But I think she forfeited the game. But it wasn't a big deal because and
no,
the way tennis works. Well, it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
It was the Open. It was the Open.
It's U.S. Open, but I think you could forfeit a game and still make it to the finals in Open.
Yeah, of course.
Right, because
but the statement alone itself.
The statement alone is big.
Enough,
it's powerful enough, right? Yeah, and she's playing with the masses, Black Lives Matter and all these messages in the mass.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not trying to disrespect her, but okay, we're putting these messages out through these players, these athletes are putting these messages out, messaging out, right?
Sorry, I don't understand.
No one's talking to you.
Yeah, no one's talking to you. I should turn it off. So we're putting these athletes are putting these messaging out, right? Out there, but it gets to the point that the message is out there. It's out there. If you don't know what's going on, you have to be living underneath a rock, right? You have to be in outer space. You can be in outer space. Like literally, astronauts know what's going on.
What the heck is going on? Hold on.
They know what's going on. It's all good. But astronauts.
This is what happened when you using phone. And sorry, I'm bad, people. People calling you in the middle of your joint. And go ahead.
But like astronauts from outer space, they know what's going on. So for you not to know what's going on, you're choosing not to. Right?
You know what
it's like the same thing with the fans in Kansas City, the ones who booed. Why are you booing for? It can't be because you don't understand what's going on. You just choose not to understand.
You choose not to understand. You choose not to care.
So it gets to the point like, okay, what if we're looking for change, what could these players, athletes, what could a normal person do to actually make change, right? The only thing you can do, truth be told, is vote in candidates to change the laws, to change the how things are. That's
right.
Truth be told, the only option there, right? Is like you have to, and then I know the NBA even talked about raising funds and stuff, and even the NFL raising a certain like a fund or trust, so that way they can put certain people in power. But that to me is like that's not enough, and it could be a big step, but it's not enough. But truth be told, we need to find candidates or get more candidates that look like us that we can trust, because you can't trust every candidate that looks like us.
Not every candidate that look like us.
Right.
I mean, everybody that look like ain't got the same agenda. You know what I mean?
Right. So now we got to put certain candidates, and it's not just looking black. We just got to find a group of candidates that we can replace all these other candidates who just doesn't care. Right.
Yeah. Who are stuck in the past that that doesn't work in this present. You know what I mean? We can't be on 1965 rights and bills and stuff like that when we're in 2015 where everything is different. The people are different. Life is different. But these people still have these old mentality that's in Congress, in the House. You know what I mean?
Right.
These are the people that we need to get out. We still got what's the name, judges that are from 1935s. I mean, like still sitting in office. And these guys' rules. That's the reason why we take so long to do anything, right?
One of them is holding on so that way when she's replaced, she's hoping to get replaced by a Democratic president. Right.
Yeah.
So she's just holding on until they elect a Democratic president, so that way she can step down, right? And she's probably going to wait until that president gets into office, because like they did Obama, is that like no, we're not going to approve anyone. We're just going to wait
until
knowing that until Trump got in, and then they'll approve.
And then they open up so much crap. And that's the thing about it, man. Is like the society that we live in. I was watching it. Okay. Anyways, back to sports.
Yeah. But I was saying that like these platforms they're on, like what can they do that can actually make a change? Because putting out a messaging, that's all good and dandy, but I don't think that's no longer needed. Like doing the knee, staying in the locker room and stuff like that. Yeah, everyone gets it now, right? I truly I get it. I don't mind if they decide to do this all season long, but truth be told, like how that's gonna make a difference. Like
what's the next step?
What's the next step? Like I get, like hey, when football season, like I'll watch Hard Knocks, when everything happened, it's like a lot of players like, okay, we canceled practice, but what are we gonna do? You know, because just because we cancel practice and it goes on the news like, hey, they canceled practice,
nothing ain't changed.
Nothing's gonna change.
But
they've been protesting this. These are coming from black coaches, black players, and stuff like that. Saying like, what are we gonna do? Like, are we gonna go and protest something? Or was willing to sit in my hotel the whole time? You know, so it's a day off pretty much, and I come back to practice the next day. They don't want to just cancel practice. They want to, and I think that's the whole thing with the NBA because Milwaukee decided like, hey, we're not gonna play, which kind of did this whole triggering effect. But then again, the NBA was when LeBron James and all them like, hey, I don't want to just cancel games, just to cancel games. We have to cancel games for a reason,
For a reason. You know what I mean? Right? There has to be something behind it, something strong. What are you asking for? What are you really asking for? You know what I mean? Like when I watch any movie that got to do with standoffs, right?
Right. Hostage negotiations.
Exactly. What are you asking for? You asking for a car to get out of here? You asking for, $1 million? You asking for whatever, some ridiculous thing or whatever the case may be. But until that,
most of you asking for something. Most of you asking for like a helicopter and some other stuff as a distraction, so that way you can actually get away,
get out the back door. You know what I mean? Yeah. The main thing you need. So it's kind of like, all right, well, we don't want to give you. We're not going to give any games, but okay, what else, dude? What else? We do.
You know
what I mean?
So I understand, like especially after this week, NFL's kicking off this week. If all the teams get booed in every game because they do something right, I believe next week all the teams should forfeit all the games. But
Yep.
now that sends a more powerful message, like, hey,
we're not gonna tolerate that.
We're not gonna tolerate you coming
Yeah.
out booing when we're
Yeah.
trying to put a message out there
Put
on
a
our
message
platform.
out. You know what I mean?
And
I think
you
that
guys
would have been
who and most games are not gonna have fans, but you guys who do come out and able to come out and have this and able to come out and watch us play, have this experience, are just booing us. So
yeah.
it's just one of those
so I
things.
think personally, like that first game, like I said, that first game set the tone for all the games. So if that first game they would have left, they would have walked out, they would have said as a collective, like, you know, these people are booing for what we're trying to do. Let's keep it moving. Right. You know what I mean? And walked off. That would have set the present for every other game. So no one understand that they can't come to these games and boo. You understand? Because the mindset of people now
we're humans. We're not, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, it's kind of hard because in football you're talking about 50 plus players on each team, right?
I know,
and staff,
players, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
100
staff and everything.
100 people, you know what I mean?
100 people for each team, right?
Each team. So
and none of them get paid the same. So Patrick Mahomes can say like, "Hey, I'm not playing," but there'll be a backup guard who's getting the league minimum and who needs his game check to pay for the next 3 months. Who said like, "Hey, I gotta work. I gotta get paid."
Yeah. I understand that completely. But it's one of those things like if you're going to the Roman army, right, build the statue to get inside of Troy, right, city of Troy. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, the horse.
And the horse. You know what I mean? But the point of that, what I'm trying to say with this, because I'm not gonna go too deep in it. The point of it, like, you have to be so determined and so patient and so disciplined that no matter what, even if this person that doesn't make as much as you, but say, okay, I'm gonna cover your mortgage. Don't worry about it, because we're a team. We're a team. We're gonna have a pocket of money, come together as a team, right? So for that player, we got you. You know what I mean? Any player that make less than this, I make $100 million, right? That's the thing. I make $100 million.
That's what Chris Paul did, right? Chris Paul did it for the WNBA. They're like, hey, we understand what you guys are doing. I'm gonna pay your salaries. There's players who did that for the COVID, right? Who's like, hey, we're not gonna have fans and stuff like that. We're gonna play in the bubble, whatever, and you guys are just gonna lose out some money. Might want to pay a mortgage. I'm gonna donate $100,000 out my salary, so that way you guys can get your records.
And that's what I'm saying. So if the NFL, if any team, they do just like that's example. That's example that they could follow. Right. Okay, well, screw it. These people booing, they don't need our talent then. They don't need our talent. The people at home I know is not booing. We know the people at home are not booing. You know what I mean? Some are, some aren't. You know what I'm saying? But for everyone that's boo, unfortunately, everyone has to be uncomfortable at this present moment. So if you're gonna boo us, then no one is gonna enjoy anything. Because I'm about to give you 3 hours of pleasure.
60 minutes, basically.
60 minutes, well, TV time, 3 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
60 minutes of pleasure. And you're going to boo me for that? It's like you go into you with a bad broad, you know what I mean? And you're about to go get it done and dirty. And then she comes out and she looks beautiful. And you used to boo just because she's a life, man. You know, just because my life matters. Boo! You know what I mean? You're not going to get nothing after that. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be like, what? I'm out. You understand? And that's sort of the thing that these players, that game set the precedent for the future games. So now if any other team decide that now they're going to do, everyone's going to be like, oh, they're the spoiled brats, rich kids, blah, blah, blah. You understand? That's what that did. So it's like, it doesn't allow them to really, like you said just a while ago, Gene, to really demand anything. It's just like you left it there on the table with nothing to go. You know what I mean? So not gonna beat the dead horse to death. We already know. I think that I think that what they did, you enjoyed the game. The game was good. You know what I mean? Personally, I wouldn't have played. You wouldn't have played. But again, we're not there. I understand.
It's a different thing that's going on. So.
Different thing. You know what I mean? Different mindset. So on to the next. On to the next. So
all right, let's The next topic is over this BS. It's by the person who's helping to cause most of this mess here.
My
It's
boy.
Your boy Kirk
Yeah,
Trump.
my boy.
So
Agent
it came
number
out.
orange, bro.
It came out this week that Trump and the White House actually. So it's not just Trump alone, but it's mostly Trump that they
Because he's the one that got
purposely.
caught.
Yeah, he the one got caught. He got the one got
Can't
caught.
keep his mouth shut for nothing, dog. You talk too much.
No, he can't. He can't.
Talk too much.
But he's a bragger. Trump's a bragger.
Yeah,
He's a bragger.
That's what it is. He's bragging about everything, man.
Yeah.
I'm a New Yorker. He's a typical New Yorker. Yo, man, yo, you see what I got? I'm good, man. Yo, I got that, man. I got that, son.
Right?
You don't tell everybody that you got that, man. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I got that new 50, man. A new 50. Yeah. Why are you telling everybody, man? That's why you're going to get robbed. You know what I mean? That's Trump. All day long. Trump is a typical New Yorker. You know what I mean?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is, man.
Typical New Yorker. Anybody know a New Yorker? New Yorker love to brag. Anybody that know New Yorker. So if you're a New Yorker, you're watching, you know I'm telling the truth. We love to brag. You know what I mean? Yo, dog, I got a new Bentley, dog. Dude, why are you telling me this? I don't care. I mean, anyway, just go to the subject. I'm going off the subject.
So Trump, pretty much, he bragged, he boasted, and he pretty much got caught in audio, and he pretty much said that, yeah, he purposely tempered down COVID-19, like it wasn't a big deal. It was done on purpose. His thing was that he did it so that way the people won't panic. It won't be worldwide panic, which to me kind of sounds like a good thing, right? Like, okay, I understand you want to temper this down so that way there won't be panic in the streets. Because truth be told, when you have to tell people everyone has to be on lockdown, right? They can be panic in the streets.
Crazy.
People go crazy. What happened? Toilet paper.
Toilet paper
can't find nothing.
Went crazy.
Yeah, it went crazy. People went crazy. Don't know why people want toilet paper.
I don't know. I was like, dude, what the hell's going on? I was at home like, what the hell's going on with toilet paper? Should I buy some toilet paper? I'm like, shit, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Toilet paper. Because like, hey, I don't know what's going on. Maybe someone knows something. I don't know.
Are we going to have like, it's going to give you diarrhea? I'm starting looking at COVID. Does COVID give you diarrhea? I'm trying to figure this shit out. You know what I mean?
Right. So it came out and I was like, this idiot. He could have handled this a lot better, truth be told. Like, okay, COVID's gonna be a big thing. Now it kind of makes some sense. He didn't want the government to be like, hey, everyone's on lockdown, everyone has to wear a mask. He wanted the governors to do it. But the thing is that he shouldn't never lean towards this is not a serious thing. He always leaned towards this is not as bad. I'm not gonna wear a mask. I'm not gonna wear a mask.
But the thing is, he's the type of guy that can't act, right? Like, he's not an actor. So they gave him a line in the script. Okay, Trump, we're going to do the play down thing. Okay. No, Trump, we're going to do the play down thing. Okay, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I'm going to go out here. I know what to do. Don't worry about it. It's not real. It's real. It's fake news. It's fake news. No. That's not what we tell you to do. No, we said to play that. You told me to play that. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing it all the way down. You know?
I'm playing it all the way down.
Like, no. Don't play it all the way down. Move it out a little bit. No. I got it. I told you. I got it.
It was the Democrats. It's the Democrats.
It's the Democrats. I'm telling you, the China virus is all the dude.
The China virus.
Why you saying China? This thing. I can only.
You can imagine, right?
The writer for Trump is like, why am I doing this job? He doesn't go by any script I gave him. Like, we read this entire thing. He's supposed to read it. He doesn't even read it. He doesn't read it enough.
There's no purpose of doing it.
He freestyled. He freestyled halfway through. My man freestyled halfway through. I like Eugene. I agree. Like, I was talking about the other day. I was like, man, what would happen if the pandemic either came out like, yo, this thing could kill people. It's through the hair. It's you know what I mean? What would happen? People will start freaking the hell out.
Right.
You saw people are freaking out over wearing a mask.
Right.
Right? Wear a mask while you're in a store. We're not actually wear it all the time. While you go into public places with other people, we're just actually.
So you come out the car, put on your mask, and then you go in the store,
and that's it. Go in the store, and you're good to go. And these people freak out. So imagine if back in the days, my man would have said, yo, this virus is deadly. It could kill you. Airborne. I'm talking about you stand 7 feet with a mother lover, you dead. Anybody that cough, gonna get your ass whooped. That's
they might
line.
die.
They might die. In Jamaica, right? On the bus, while COVID happened, this dude on the bus coughed. He wasn't sick with COVID. He just coughed. I mean, he just, something. They beat his aspirin. Almost killed this dude. You understand? That's the mental of people. So imagine these crazy people here.
Right.
These crazy people here. You tell them that, hey, this thing is serious. Really, really serious. They're gonna toilet. There will be no food in the store right now. That place will be burning down right now. The whole thing will be on fire right now.
Yeah,
riots will be crazy. People be stealing TV. What the fuck? What are you doing with TV? What are you going with a TV? You're gonna be taking anything.
Robbing banks and stuff. Like, cash won't be good if the world burns.
I'm telling you, exactly. Like, what the hell are you gonna do with cash? I mean, like, what the hell is that for? So what I'm saying is, like, I understand when they were telling him how we're gonna play it down, but he just didn't interpret it in his mind. He heard one thing, they said one thing, he heard another. Okay, play it down. And that's him playing it down. So he was playing that. No, it's not real. Take off the mask. Take off the mask. You know what I mean? It's like what?
But it kind of shows us as Americans how volatile we are, right?
Yeah.
Because all the other countries, you don't hear about no. They know riots. Like, hey, we got a lockdown and we gotta stay home. Gotta wear a mask. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's it. Not
and all Europe, Asia, and stuff's not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Russia don't believe in gay people, but it's not a big deal. You know.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal.
Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But
here
in America,
in this country,
it's an issue. We can't.
I don't know.
We can't tell the truth.
You can't. You know what I mean? What? You telling me the truth? This is America. I'm a red-blooded American. You're like, what?
We pay a price for this freedom.
You know what I mean?
We pay a price for this freedom.
That got nothing to do with nothing. Let me tell you. We are, I think because we are such a young nation, right, with so much power. It's like giving your child.
Ooh, my 6-year-old.
Your 6-year-old. Give your 6-year-old
the keys to the car.
The keys to the car. Go drive. She's gonna wreck every car in that neighborhood before she get out. Before she get outside. You know what I mean? And she's gonna keep on going. She's not gonna look. She's gonna say sorry. She's gonna look back. She's gonna keep it going.
She won't make it past the stop sign.
She won't. You know what I'm saying? She won't. Listen. So what I'm saying, that's what America is. Everyone think that we're this mature nation. No, we're still a young, very young, hard-headed
immature
nation. Immature nation. We're still a teenager. You know what I mean? We haven't been in our 20s yet. We're still teenagers. You understand? We're still just like, hey, I like you. I don't like you. That's why we're so quick. We're so hot-headed. That's why everyone in this country is such hotheads. You understand? Because we're all teenagers. This is a teenage country. You understand? Right. It hasn't developed yet. And that's the reason why you can't even, the president, the madman, had to tell them, hey, it's no big deal. Because if he did, they would have freaked out. His base alone would have freaked out.
You can wear a mask. Oh, you don't have to wear a mask. You shouldn't wear a mask. I don't wear a mask. Like, what the hell are you telling us? Wear a mask or not wear a mask? It's like
exactly. You know what I mean? You're like, up to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, of course, he knew that you needed to wear a mask because if you don't, you would get it. You're going to get it because it's an airborne disease.
Yeah. But he couldn't come out and just say it. But it could have been better ways. It could have been better ways. So it could have been better.
Like I said, his writer wrote it the way that it's supposed to go. But when Trump he stopped reading the teleprompter and he went off script all the time. That's all. You look at him all the time. When he's reading the script, he reads it, he finds it boring, really boring. And then he's like, I'm falling asleep here. I'm going to just do what I got to do.
I'm going to do Trump what Trump does best.
Bleach. What about bleach? If you use some bleach, basic bleach, you put it in the skin, maybe something underneath the skin, something on the skin, maybe that could get rid of it. Like, off the script, it's just
it probably didn't happen like that. Maybe the writer was like, hey, make sure people clean their house, disinfect it, use some bleach water to clean up. And he saw bleach, like, hey, bleach? They can use bleach? Drink the bleach? Like, whoa, drink the bleach?
That got nothing to do with it.
The writer's like, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, stop!
I tell you,
stop!
Like, abort, cut the cameras. And they're like, nope, never. Not gonna keep it rolling. Zoom in tighter. And then I love the fact when they was talking about it, and then they kind of go over to the health specialist, and they're like, what? You don't look into that, right? You're gonna look into that, right? What? I'm not gonna look into that.
It's silly. Oh, but that's enough of this talk. But I just want to throw this in there. So
yeah,
I heard this week too that Trump got nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. I'm like, who the
why?
Fucking asshole who nominated this guy? Yo, being nominated is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Being nominated is a big deal. Now who the fuck?
So you're telling me?
Did this shit.
So you got a man who could grab them by the pussy. A man will tell you to drink bleach for a disease. What the fuck did he do to deserve any shit of a Nobel Peace Prize?
This dude literally told his own press secretary.
You know, the country is literally burdened, and they gave him a Nobel Peace Prize, a nomination.
Nomination.
Are you serious? Like,
he literally told his maybe he got it because he told his former press secretary to like, hey, take one for the team when it comes to Kim Jong-un.
I think so too.
Like, hey, maybe the Rocket Man like that.
Even that moment, like, listen, this has been. If I was a comedian, if I was truthfully like, I'd have got out my shell and become a comedian. This would have been prime time of my life this last 4 years because this man made it so easy, like layups after layups, dude. If you were a good comedian, you could have set your life straight like that.
Trevor Noah,
Noah,
and what's his name? He's on CBS now. Stephen Colbert. They've been killing it for 4 years now.
They've been killing it, man. They've been killing it, dog. And I'm telling you, like, this man who knows. Hold on. I gotta. Nobel Peace Prize for Trump. That's like giving a
that
porn
made no
star,
sense to me.
That's like giving a porn star an Oscar award for the best movie ever.
Right?
You can have like all the great movies that come out that year. Let's think about it. Let's think about white people movie, Titanic. Let's think about Titanic. Let's think about like some other great ones that came out, and then. For Ron Jeremy, we're gonna give you the best movie for that year for Winning Her. What? Like, what do you mean?
This year lead actress, Superhead.
Superhead, exactly. Superhead this year. You know what I mean? Like what?
What?
Like,
what's going on here, man?
I'll tell you this. Thank you. I needed that. I didn't hear it, but dude, thank you. You have made my day. Like, dude, I don't want to
heard that.
We can end this combo right now on that high right there. Because this, oh man, forget
world is burning.
Football.
That's why. It's 2020 world burning.
Being the bright light shining over our rainy day today. That was the bright light shining over the rainy day. Trump for the win. I'm not gonna lie to you. Trump for the win on that one right there. The Nobel Peace Prize. Dude. So you mean Gandhi ain't shit? Gandhi got one. Martin Luther King got one. He ain't shit.
He ain't shit. Like, come on,
you know
people.
You know, what's her name? Mother Teresa ain't shit. She got one. Like, dude.
Like, how do you put this guy in the middle of this?
I don't know.
All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the convo. Once again, it's Chef Kurt, Jesus the Builder. We'll see you guys next week.
We out on that one. On that one, we out. Remember, put some bleach on it. Put some bleach on it.
A little bit of bleach.
Don't put no bleach on it. Don't put no bleach.